Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Thank God It's Friday. I'm your host, Nick. Joining me today,
the Mike Tyson of the microphone, Reeves.
And today we're going to be talking about spooky dreams, really, and like
it's kind of just
like weird things that happen, like at our house and like to us in general.
Kind of just our spooky stories. I don't know about spooky dreams. Like a couple of mine aren't really spooky, but they're trippy.
Oh, I got a lot of spooky dreams actually.
Well, let's jump into it. You want to start, or me?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start because there's one dream from my childhood, and I feel like we all have like one dream from our childhood that really just sticks out in our mind.
Yeah, okay, I can.
So when I was like around 11, like 8 to 11, I don't really remember. I had a recurring dream, right, that I was trapped inside my house.
Ooh.
And I couldn't go to any windows or doors.
Wait, like you couldn't get to them?
No. There's a reason why.
Okay.
So every time I'd go to a window, there would be a red figure outside, and it would run to the window.
Oh.
And it would have a red face, blank face.
Like just red? Or would it have like features like a nose and stuff?
It would just, I don't really remember all like too much. I just remember it had a red face, and that's it. It was just like pretty much like a red floating head. And every time I'd go towards a window, it would come to the window and stare at me.
Oh.
So I couldn't leave my house.
Yeah.
And the spooky thing is I had one of these dreams like a year or two ago in my house, and that's the same night I had sleep paralysis.
Ah, sleep paralysis. Ugh.
And it was weird too because I was like, I can't move. I'm in my room. There's something in my room. But like that's when Daisy was still alive, and she was sleeping in my bed with me that night, and she like.
Daisy's a cat, by the way.
Yeah, that's my cat. Well, it was my cat. And she I think she knew that it was happening because she like crawled. She like got up and like looked around and everything, and then like got in my face and like was like rubbing her head on my face.
Yeah.
And like. I don't know if that was a dream or that really happened.
Oh.
But when I could move, it was like I clutched Daisy and I like held her and I was like, "Don't move, please." And that's like she doesn't like to be like held for long periods of time, but for some reason she was just okay with it.
I remember my first time having sleep paralysis. I didn't actually have a dream to lead into it, which is like kind of the more usual thing.
Yeah.
But instead of having like a dream, I just right away went into the sleep paralysis. And I was stuck in the bed, laying completely on my back with my arms at my side, which I think, just in general, bad position to sleep in.
Yeah,
usually seems to be what causes it. But my blanket felt like it was like 1,000 pounds on me, right? Like I could not move, and I couldn't even get my head up, but I could move my eyes. Mm-hmm. And from how my bed is, I have this big footboard at the end that covers up like an extra foot or so above where the bed ends. And all I could hear was, like, scratching going across it.
Yeah.
Like, 3 distinct scratches. And I was like, so I'm going to die? But, on the bright side, I didn't die.
Yeah. That's, like, sleep paralysis is terrifying.
Oh, it is,
because it's, like, it's like you have an anxiety attack, too, while you're in it.
Yeah. I think that's what it is, like, it's almost like you have an anxiety attack before you wake up.
Yeah, it's like complete sensory overload. Like, everything's firing at once, and you don't really know what to do, and then you can't move. So it's just like it creates a negative feedback loop of just like, I can't move, I'm freaking out, I can't move, I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
Because, like, one of the ways if you're having an anxiety attack is because when you're having an anxiety attack, you feel like your life is endangered. Like, for instance, if you're in a public place and you're, like, starting to have an anxiety attack because it's a large crowd or something, and you're like, you sometimes feel like you've been shot, like, you'll feel the pain.
Yeah.
And you're like, you have to check yourself, and you're like, I'm okay, I'm not shot.
See, I've had dreams like that where it's like, it feels like something's happened to you, you know?
Yeah.
I had this is actually what made me want to do dreams so bad. This was, like, maybe a week ago now or so.
Oh, wow.
In the dream, I had Fairly Odd Parents, which is a weird start, right? But for some reason, in the dream, I lost them. Like, they got taken away from me. I guess I broke one of the rules or something.
The rules.
But then, as I was walking back to my house, there was someone on the other side of the street, and he yelled, he was like, "Hey, do you have a water bottle?" And I was like...
yeah, you told me about this one.
I was, like, really confused. I was like, what? And he, like, walked over, and he's like, "Do you have a water bottle?" And I was like, no, I don't, actually, because, like, I didn't have anything on me. And he's like, "Oh, do you have a knife?" And I was like, "Oh, what?" And he just reached out and slits my throat. And, like, that's the moment I woke up, was when I felt his knife. And when I woke up, my blanket was at my neck, and I was like, oh my god, it's real. And, like, I literally had to, like, throw my blanket off of me and, like, sit up and, like, catch my breath because I was hyperventilating.
Yeah.
And, like, go to my mirror and make sure I wasn't, like, you know, dead.
Yeah, so that's the way you bring yourself out of an anxiety attack, is you literally have to check yourself and be like, I'm okay, there's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
Like, I had... This is back when my anxiety was, like, through the roof. I think, I don't know if I told you about this one. I had one when I went and I took Chelsea to go see Captain Marvel, and we were in, like, a pretty sketchy movie theater.
I don't think we did talk about this.
No, yeah, we were in a pretty sketchy movie theater, and I was, like, I was not having a good time. Because, like, it was, like, I don't know, I'm weird about really big, crowded places. I don't like, especially if I'm with someone, like, someone that's, like, important to me, I don't like taking them to big, crowded places, because I can't see everyone.
Yeah.
So I don't know what everyone's doing. And, like, that stresses me out because I'm like, I don't know what that person's doing, right? And we went to go see Captain Marvel, and it was a sold-out show. And I remember, I just, in the middle of the movie, I have no idea, it just popped in my mind. I was like, someone's going to shoot up this movie theater right now. And I was like, I had that sensation that I had been shot, so I had to check myself. And I was like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But, like, I didn't really know how to deal with anxiety attacks at the time, so it was like, I was probably in it for like 10, 20 minutes.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Ugh.
And, like, the whole time, too, I was, like, looking at... I probably looked like a crack addict, dude. I was, like, looking around at everybody. Like, someone was walking down the aisle, and I just, like, dead stared at the guy.
Dude. Ugh. See, like... I don't know, I think... I have, like, social anxiety where, like, being around people, I'm like, oh, God, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
And that stresses me out. But, like, usually other than my dreams, I don't have, like, real scary stuff happen to me.
I think other than that one dream and then one time I had sleep paralysis, that's, like...
Oh, you've only had it once for sleep paralysis?
That I know of.
Yeah.
Like, I think I had it once while we've been in school, but I don't really remember.
Yeah, I understand that.
But, like, I've had like, spooky dreams and, like, eerie dreams, but, like, that's the one that really sticks out in my mind. But I do want to talk about... I told you this the other day about my recurring dream.
Yeah.
So I had a dream about 3 days ago that I had died. And, you know, usually when you have a dream and you die, you, like, wake up and you're like, you know? Mm-hmm. I didn't wake up. So I thought I was actually dead. I had actually convinced myself that I had died. And that was pretty much, like, it for that dream. Like, I had just died, and I was just like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. And then someone, like, talked to me, and that's when I woke up. I don't know who it was. And I was like, that was really weird. But I didn't feel scared. That's the thing.
Okay.
It was more confusion. It's like comforting confusion.
Yeah, that is weird then.
And then the next night, like literally the next night, it was a recurring dream, and I was in the exact same place I was the last dream.
Would it be recurring or like continuing?
I guess same thing, right?
No, recurring.
Oh, it's the same. That's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I've had recurring dreams that I'll talk about after this, where it's like the exact same dream that would happen over and over and over.
But, alright, yeah, so it continued into the next night, and I was in the same place, and someone, like, it was just a voice. It was like there was no one around me. I was in, like, a blank white area. There was no one around me, but there was a voice, and it was like, you don't have that much time. Like, make it worth it or something. And then it flashed me to my old high school, but it was, like, in the future, but, like, not... our kind of future. It was in like a 70s-esque future. Okay. Kind of like a Stranger Things vibe. Yeah. And there was just a bunch of people running around, and no one saw me or heard me, but there were still people that I was friends with from high school there. And it was like, and I guess like the voice was like, this is your chance to make peace. So I'm taking it as I died and went to purgatory or something. Yeah. That's what I'm taking it as.
Ugh. That one is scary.
And, like, sometimes when I do fall asleep, it's like I feel myself, like falling.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have that. I get that a lot.
But it's not like...
It's like a jump, and I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah, but it's not like a falling, like, I'm physically falling. It's like a falling, like, my life force is falling. Oh. So I think I'm dying again. Wow. It's really weird, dude. It's really weird.
See, like... my reoccurring dream, where it's actually, like, reoccurring, it was the same one. Usually, when you hear people say reoccurring dreams, they mean they'll have it, like, 4 times a month, right? Yeah. I was having mine, like, 4 times a week.
That's terrifying.
And it was always the exact same. I started out in an elevator, and I was going up, but none of the buttons were pushed.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to the whatever it's at, and the door opens, and it's just a straight black hallway.
That's terrifying.
But from the hallway, I can see someone walking towards me. And it's this, like, small, petite girl. She's not like a little girl. She's like a teenager, but she's just, like, petite. And she has pink hair. And she gets in the elevator with me, and she says, "What floor are you going to?" And it's in a dream. I don't even know what to say. I'm just kind of like, and she hits a button, and she's like, "I'm a lesbian." And we just keep going down the elevator, and then we get down, and it opens up, and it's just another long black hallway. And she's like, "This is your stop." And I just walk into the black hallway.
Dude, I love dreams because it's like a story, but that never has an ending.
That's why I hate them.
But
Because, I want something to be, done. Because then I wake up, and I'm like, I have to go back.
But you think, but at the same sense, there's so much creative beauty to it because you can pick your ending.
Kind of.
You can speculate what would happen, right?
Yeah.
Because in that instance, you could be like, well, in the black hallway, it led to this, this, and that, and this is the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
But you can literally, the options are endless.
Yeah.
I know people don't like it when novels are open-ended.
Yeah.
When they end open-ended, you don't really know what happened, but I feel like there's some sort of creative beauty to it, to where you get to decide what the ending is.
I think that works for certain things.
Yeah.
But see, that leads me into it though. The dreams that do have a conclusion, those are the ones that scare me.
That is true because they can have a bad ending.
It's not even that they have a bad ending. It's just because it's done, and then I wake up and I'm like, that was very conveniently timed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, I had one the other night, and it was very weird. So you're gonna have to stay with me here, audience.
Okay.
To understand, I have to first tell you there's a big field outside of our cafeteria on campus. That's all you need to know. But for some reason, we were under martial law here at PC.
Oh, you told me about this one, yeah.
And we had these big, shipping containers that people were getting put into, but they didn't have a roof on it. There wasn't the top level.
Yeah.
So I'm outside, and for some reason, I'm watching over these shipping containers. And in one of them, there's this girl in this really big white dress. Almost like a wedding dress or like a prom dress, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And she catches on fire. And I was like, "Oh my God, you're on fire. Stop, drop, and roll." But she's not listening to me because she's on fire.
Obviously.
So she's freaking out. And I'm like, "Oh my God, everyone's going to die if I don't go in there." So I jump into this shipping container, right? And then I'm telling this girl, I'm like, "Just stop, drop, and roll. The fire will go out." And she's not listening. So I just sweep her leg and push her down. And I'm trying to roll her, right?
Sweep the leg, Randy.
She rolls into a person who's wearing long pants who catches on fire.
See, this is like lab safety all over again.
Yeah, it's the exact, the worst thing that could happen. Except now it's in a shipping container.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, all these people are catching on fire. And I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna catch on fire. I gotta get out of here." So I'm climbing out, and there's just all this black smoke. And I get out finally, and I'm sitting there, and I don't know who it is. Who, I guess he's the guy in charge, walks over, and he's like, "So is it done?" And I just was like, "They caught on fire." And he's like, "No, I know they did. Are they done?" And I was like,
see, that could be a Black Mirror right there. That could be a Black Mirror episode.
"Dude, I was like, what do you mean?" And he was like, "You did good. Don't worry about it." And then he walks away, and that's when I wake up. And I was like, what did just happen to me? You know?
Yeah.
See, dude, I think my dreams are infested.
Infested?
I've been having every night recently. I've been having weird dreams when I'm at home. And the dreams well, okay. Should I talk about what's happening at my house? Is this a good time?
This is a great time.
All right, perfect. At my house recently, there's been odd things.
Leave a comment if you think that he should buy a shotgun, because I think he needs to buy a shotgun.
Let me tell you why he thinks this. I was home alone one night. This is 12:30 at night or so, and I live pretty far out into the country. I don't ever get anyone coming to my door unless it's a package, and it's 12:30 at night. All of a sudden, I hear the doorbell ring.
Ding dong.
Now, I've got the only light on in the house, and my window is right next to the front porch. So instantly, I know whoever is out there knows I'm here. And I was just sitting there, I was like, "Oh no." Because, like, my mind instantly jumps to the worst because it's 12:30 at night.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
and I'm out in the country. So I was just like, I'm going to ignore it. Nothing happened. I just imagined that. But then all of a sudden, I hear banging on the door. And it's coming in bursts of 3. And it'll be a pause and then 3 more. And I was like, I'm not imagining that. So I grab a knife and I'm like sitting there and I'm about to go over to my door and see what it is. And as I was walking, I was like, I don't want to know what it is.
You were like, this is such a bad idea.
And I went back to my room. But once I got to my room, the knocking went to my window.
Oh, you know what that reminds me of?
What?
Remember in Into the Spideyverse when he was like, I should help him, and he's like, who am I kidding? I should not help him.
Yeah, he's like, I should not go over there. But like, it goes to my window, and I was like, oh no. So I just have my knife, and I'm sitting there waiting for something to bust in, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bring it on, dude. It goes away. I don't hear a car. I don't hear any doors. I don't hear or see like headlights or anything like that. Whatever it is gone. And I was like, all right, that was weird. I'm gonna watch some YouTube and get over it.
You should call me next time this happens. I'll bring the whole arsenal.
See, I thought it was just gonna be a one and done, but like 2 nights later, I was home alone again, and this time it was right on my window. But now it's not the window that's at the front porch. It's a window that's next to my bed, and it has a tree in front of it. So someone would have to go around the tree.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, it's probably an animal on there, whatever. I'm not worried about it. Because it's coming in like the burst of 3. But I was like, you know what? Nope. I'm fine. Nope. But then the next day, that's when I went out to my truck, and there was a trail of footprints leading to it and tire tracks going down towards my pond and into the woods.
You know what I just realized?
What?
They're gonna know that we filmed 2 in a row. You wanna know how?
Alright, we have the same clothes
We
on.
have the same clothes on.
It's okay, they won't think about it.
Yeah. But now that I said it, they won't.
Alright, anyways.
Yeah, okay, yeah, this stuff is really weird, and I'm like... So he went with me on my birthday, because I went and bought a gun on my birthday, because I'm a gun-toting redneck. And he was... he told me, he was explaining all this stuff in the car, and we're on the way to Cabela's, and I'm like, dude, no time like the present. You should check out, like... I was like, you don't need an AR-15, and you definitely don't need a handgun, because you're not going to know how to shoot it. Just get a shotgun, bro. Like, all you gotta do is, you hear a noise, you just shuck it, and if they come through the door, then they deserve to get shot. Because they know what's on the other side.
I guess, dude, but, like, here's why it's weird to me, right? Like, immediately after all this stuff started happening, I'm not sure if it's a person. Because for about 4 nights in a row since then, I've woken up at 3:17 in the morning.
Yep. Leave a like if you think he's haunted, because...
But see, I don't know if it's because I'm haunted. Because back, right before we came...
Thought I heard something move back there, we're gonna ignore it.
Nope. But like a year and a half ago, right before I came to PC, I started doing it where I would wake up at 4:18 every single morning.
Yeah.
I didn't know why. That's when I would wake up. Every single night. And sometimes I'd be able to fall back asleep and other times not. But it would just be every night. This went on for like 3 months.
That's weird.
It is weird. See, what I've been thinking about, though, is that my house, most likely, since I live so far out in the country, and there's like an old plantation down the road from us, and there was a barn, I think that might have been an old slave house.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Instead of a barn. I think I tricked myself.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do. Donkey.
Yeah.
That'll do. Yeah, that's not good.
No, it's really not good.
So, see, here's my thing, right?
Hit me with it.
I'm more afraid of people than ghosts.
Well, yeah, I would agree with that.
Because a ghost can only do so much, right?
Well, that's like when we went to Hell's Gate. I wasn't afraid of like spooky skeletons running.
I was afraid of a cult. Like,
yeah, like that's where satanic rituals happen. And I'm seeing stuff over in the corners of my eyes, and I'm like,
Like, didn't bring a gun, I had mag light, that's it. I had a flashlight.
I had a very tiny flashlight.
I had a big flashlight. There's no spoilers, alright? No spoilers.
You'll see it.
But, yeah, didn't bring any, like, sort of weapon with us, because I was like, dude, we'll be fine. That would seem... if we were in a horror movie, we would probably die.
Oh, definitely. That reminds me. I'm thinking about writing a horror movie.
Not a good idea. Because you're picking the hardest type of movie to write.
Yeah, but I'm going to do it where it's not stupid.
Said everyone ever.
So I have an idea already for it, right?
Oh, here we go.
It's going to be set in an abandoned amusement park.
I already hate it.
And it's gonna be during a blizzard.
That makes
gonna be
no
a
sense.
spooky clown.
That makes no sense.
This makes perfect sense.
Why is there a blizzard?
Why is there a blizzard?
Why? All right.
Because weather.
There was some weird stuff that happened.
Climate change.
There was some weird stuff that happened in my house. Like,
hit me with it. I'm ready to hear about it.
even last night.
I just thought of something that I need to add to my story.
What?
Okay.
Wait, there was
When we
something.
were in high school.
There was something you didn't tell me because you wanted to get my initial reaction on the podcast.
Oh yeah, I had a dream at your house last night. But before I get into that dream,
Oh my god, I live there.
another story about why my house may be haunted.
Why?
So back in high school, one of our other friends was like, "Let's do a Ouija board," and I was like, "That seems like a terrible idea, but I'm down." So I had a Ouija board up in my attic. So I went up there to get it. It's surrounded in burn marks.
It's really weird.
And the plancha with the nail is going into the board.
It's really weird.
Yeah. But that's the end of that
Why
part.
is the camera doing that?
Doing what?
It keeps vibrating.
No, it's not.
Did you not just hear it vibrate? Alright, whatever.
So anyways, my dream last night, I'm sleeping on the couch in this dude's house, because
We saw a movie.
Yeah,
it was like
late.
it was literally like 4:30 in the morning.
I didn't want to drive back. Forget all that. So I'm sitting there sleeping away, and my dream is that I'm sleeping on your couch, right?
Yeah,
But
that's what you
in
were
the
doing.
dream, people are knocking on the windows. Cause he's got the doors that are like all the way windows. So every single time we get
Yeah,
back, we're
it's like a game room that used to be a garage, and like we did it up and stuff. But yeah,
So in that, I'm hearing all this like knocking, and I was like, I should probably get up to check on this. But every time I tried to get up, something pushed me back down onto the couch.
you know what's weird?
What's weird?
I didn't tell you this last night because I didn't want to freak you out. After I left the game room and went in my room,
Yeah.
I thought I heard someone coming downstairs. Like, you know how my stairs make noises?
Yeah.
Like,
They're old
I
and
have
creaky.
it's like houses built in like early 70s, so it's like
It's getting there. Yeah.
yeah, it's almost
So-
it's almost 50 years old. And, you know, it creaks. It's got wooden floors, it creaks. Stairs creak. Like, pretty much anywhere you walk, it's going to make a noise. So, like, I always hear noises at night, and I'm just, like, used to it, because, you know,
Yeah.
it's an old house, right? The wind blows the right way, and it's going to make a noise. But last night, I heard, like, I literally had gotten in my room. I was getting ready for bed, and I was about to close my door, and I thought I heard someone walking down the stairs, so I, like, peeked my head out, because I thought it was Mom.
Yeah.
She was going to be like, hey, welcome back home. How's the movie? Stuff like that. And I, like, peeked my head around the corner, and I was like, it was silent. I was like, that's weird. And then I, like, went to close my door, and like, my room looks right into the kitchen. And as I was closing my door, I heard a creak in the kitchen floor, and I was like, huh. So I wonder if, like, you know, it's pure speculation right now. Like, what if the ghost came from upstairs?
the kitchen.
Came downstairs
to
into
get
the
a
kitchen.
late night snack.
No, yeah. Came downstairs,
Need a
right?
glass of milk.
Came downstairs, went through the family room, went into the game room, and that's how you had that dream.
Now, I also have a confession that I didn't tell you because I didn't want to freak you out. This was this morning. You know what shadow people are?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. I think I saw one
Where?
in your house.
Where?
In the den.
Thank God it wasn't in my room. Oh my God.
No, I went into the kitchen.
It's about to die.
Oh God. Alright, I'll make it fast.
All right, quick, finish.
I went
the
into the kitchen, gonna get a snack, and as I turn around, something's walking by me, like into your den. And I was like, alright,
Sure, it wasn't my dad.
I'm positive it wasn't your dad. They were already gone. Because this is like 10 in the morning. And I was like, alright, I'm gonna eat my honey bun.
Well, you ate one of my honey bun?
Oh yeah, by the way. Alright.
So the camera's about to die, so we're gonna end this video short today.
Hopefully
If you want us to
enjoyed it.
continue the dream thing that we got going right now, we'll gladly do another one.
Leave a comment down below.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, make sure you do all that stuff so you can be up to date on our podcast.
And don't forget to follow us on the Instagram at PC BlueTube.
Also, go like the spooky video that we were, by the time this goes live,
It should be up.
that should be up.
Unless I've seen something scary while editing and deleted it all. But
Yeah.
if so, I will update you.
And remember, the deal is still on the table. 20 likes. We'll go back at 3 a.m.
But until then, guys, thank God it's Friday.
Thank
and
you for
thank
watching.
you for watching.
See you next time.